Get your shoulder up. Okay, so this is the first thing we do is the chromatic. Now notice we're going to pick from the wrist. So you want to just kind of let the wrist muscle do the picking, going down and up, kind of near the sound hole. And then this is the chromatic where we go open, low E, then we put a first finger, first fret, middle at the second, third at the third, pinky 4, index 5, 6 on the middle, 7 third finger, 8 pinky, 9 index, 10 middle, 11th finger, and you end with the pinky at the 12th. For some reason you get to the wrong fret, and then you're off. You just want to get it with the picks on autopilot, and you just work your way up the notes. Coming back nice and clean. As you go to each new string, you let a little piece of the flesh on the picking hand kind of rest on the string you just hit, so it kind of keeps it quiet, and it gives you a comfortable place to pick. You know, you like have an anchor. So use your bow terminology, make it more understandable. You just do it on every string, and eventually you get the pick where it goes. It's not that hard to get the pick going fast if you do this wrist picking like I'm showing you. The trick is to get the pick going that fast and keep up with it.
Keep up with it, right.
Now we did the hammering exercise too. Now the paper tells you to do it at the 7, but it's a little easier at the 9. But here it is at the 7 just to show you. You just pick your index at the 7th to the low E on a down pick, then you slam your middle down, and then you slam your pinky down. It's index, don't lift the index, get middle to go to the 8, and pinky to go to the 10, all in one pick stroke. Then you go to the next string on an up pick and do the same thing. You basically go across all 6, first, middle, pinky, hammering. We're going to build up our legato hammering skills.
I like that word, legato.
The other way to do this is 7, 9, 10. Instead of, we'll leave the middle out and we'll use first, third, pinky. I'm picking my index, slamming down 9, and then slamming down 10. As I said, the 7th's a little harder, so even though it's written in 7, you can easily move it up and do it anywhere. You can do it at 9 where it's a little closer. It takes a while to get that quick, but you want to just get it nice and clean. It really builds up your strength. We also learned the major scale. That's where all music comes from, that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So it starts on the very thick string, 3rd fret, index. Middle will play the 5th fret. Pinky will play the 7, and you go to the A string. Index plays the 3rd, middle plays the 5th, pinky will play the 7. On the D string, it's 4th fret index, 5th fret middle, pinky at the 7. On the G, it's the same thing, 4, 5, 7. On the B, just 2 notes, 5 and 7. And on the high thin E string, just the 3rd fret. It gives you do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. And it starts over do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. They call that a double octave. You're doing the same scale on a low pitch and a higher pitch. It's like double. When you do these, you do them with alternate picking too. Just nice clean notes. This will be the gateway to really understanding what music's all about. Scale's the first step. Then we did 3 chords for that Michael Franti song. Now the C chord is going to be 3rd finger at the 3rd fret of the A, middle finger on the 2nd fret of the D, and remember it's E, at, dad, still, bitch, E. The 3rd finger there at the 3rd fret of the A string, middle on the 2nd fret of the D, the G string's open, your first finger's at the 1st fret of the B. Now you have a habit of holding your palm by the neck. You got to get your hand away from the neck. I don't know.
Way.
So you're like away, and you're not like touching, because if you touch, you got a block.
Yeah.
So what we did was we hit the bass string first, the A string once, then we're going to strum 3 chords, down, up, down. Let's do that one a bit. For the next chord, A minor, all you really have to do is change your third finger. Leave the index and middle where they are, bring your 3rd finger to the 2nd fret of the G string. Now, when you get ready to change, look at your index and middle. They're already kind of together. You bring those down to the low E in that shape and spread the 3rd finger out. And that's the G. The G, you just hit the bass, 3 chords. So the C chord is double. You do the thing twice. You hit the bass, 3 strums, bass, 3 strums, then just move that 3rd finger, open A bass, and then we go to the G. And it starts all over again. When you go back to after the G and you want to start over again, get your 3rd finger to come straight across, and the middle index just stay in that grouping and go there. That's the economy of hand movement. Alright, so those are all the things you got to work on. I think the video
I think so. And how do we start?